Okay, so now you want to get out your zipper and measure it from the one end of the white here until the other end of the white here. Mine happens to be about 8 1/4 of an inch. I'm sorry, 9 1/4 of an inch. So I'm actually going to measure it to be 10 inches just to be safe, and then I can just cut off the extra. And you're going to need 2 pieces of tape. So take whatever color you're choosing to use for your outside, and you're going to want to make sure it's straight as possible. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here's 10 inches. And then I'm going to take another one. And try to get it as straight as possible. Okay, now you're going to measure from your metal piece down here to this metal piece. Mine happens to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So mine's about 7 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go 7 3/4 of an inch. And to measure this, you want to go down about 3/4 of an inch. So go 1, 2, 3. Lay your ruler down on the 3/4 of an inch. And then you're going to want to figure out from this end to this end, and depending on the size of your zipper, you want it to be kind of in the center. So if it helps you to lay your zipper on top, you can do that too. And now you want to make sure, mine is 7 3/4 of an inch, so I'm going to try to figure 7 3/4 of an inch between these 2 end pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3/4. So I'm going to start right here at this inch line, so that leaves an extra inch left over. Right at the top of my ruler, I'm going to go down to the 3/4 inch mark, and I'm going to take my ruler and go down a 1/2 inch. And you're going to do the same thing, starting off as where your end of your zipper begins and ending it where it ends. So now all you're going to do is cut a straight line right here and down here, and peel up your middle. Just like that. You can lay that aside if you want. Now you're going to need to do the same thing here. So it's nice to have them right on top of each other like this, then you can kind of use it as a guide. So remember, you're going down 3/4 of an inch, starting at that inch mark. And going all the way down to the 3/4 mark. Take your ruler down a 1/2 inch. Oops, 1, 2. And do the same thing again. And then you're just going to cut the little slits on the 2 ends and peel out your middle piece. Okay, once you have both of those done, we'll put the zipper together on it. Okay, now you're just going to pick which one you think looks the best with the straighter lines. And I think I'm going to take this one. You want to peel up your first strip. I'll kind of get this closer so you can see. Make sure you fold your zipper down. And when you line this up, you want to line it to the very end of the zipper there. So it should look like that. I'm going to do a close-up. Okay, now you're going to flip it over. And we're going to put this one on. And the reason why I have the middle cut out for the back is so that way you can unzip it. So now you're going to do the same thing here. And it's okay if it's not straight right here, because you're just going to cover that up in a minute anyways. So you should be able to open your zipper just fine without any tape interruptions. Okay, now go ahead and do that, and we'll finish putting the zipper bracelet together. Okay, now you're just going to trim this down so it's a little bit thinner right here. So you just line it up on your cutting mat and you go down 1/4 of an inch. And it's going to be a little difficult because you have your zipper in the way. And then just cut that off. And you're going to do the same thing to this side. Line it up on your mat there. Just go down 1/4 of an inch. And cut. Alright, now it's a little bit thinner. That's kind of what we were wanting. We didn't want something really thick. You can go ahead and cut off your little ends you have here to make a straight edge. Okay. And you kind of want to measure this depending on the size of your wrist. I'm going to make it an 8" since that seems to be what everybody wears. So let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you want to leave about 1.5 inches at the end so that way you can attach your Velcro or your snaps. Alrighty, so now we're going to work on the rest of it. So you're going to need 1 strip of tape that is the length of this. Mine happens to be, let's see, 3, 6, 9 3/4. So I'm just going to go 10 inches on this. Okay. You're going to take another color, or whatever color you want to use. You can use the same one if you want. I'm using white. And you're going to cut this one to be 1 inch shorter. And you need this to be about as thin as your zipper top. So once you kind of have that figured out, you can just measure it and cut down. Mine happens to be about 1/2 inch. I'm cutting off from it. Flip over your pattern tape. Take your middle, and you're just going to stick it right in the middle like that. So as you can see here, you got a little bit left over on your ends. And then a little bit left over on your top and your bottom. Now that's exactly what you want. Cut out your little boxes. Okay. Now what you should have is ends that look like this. So they're sticky on both sides and then the top here. And that's how it should be on both ends. So now you're going to lay your zipper right on top of that. Kind of towards the middle, like that. And you're just going to fold over your remaining sticky from the sides. And as you see here, that's what I'm doing, just folding over the sides of the sticky. And now you just want to fold over your end sticky. And I kind of cut mine a little too short, so you might want to go 1/2 inch longer. So then afterwards, what you have is a zippered bracelet. Now all you have to do is add some Velcro or add a snap or a magnet, like right there, and you have yourself a zippered bracelet. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and if you could, give it a thumbs up and favorite it. And I hope this was helpful, and if you make one of these, I would like to see it, so if you could post it as a video response, I would greatly appreciate it. So that's the tutorial. Thank you guys. Bye.